Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new vlog. It is Sunday morning. I'm up bright and early. I have Pumpkin and Mittens in here with me. Mittens is fast asleep on the sofa. Pumpkin is looking out of the window on his, excuse me, it is early, on his cat tree. And I've just made myself a coffee in my little snowman mug. So we'll have a quick sip of the coffee and then I'll tell you what I've got planned for today. So yeah, with it being Sunday, today is actually the last car boot sale of the year and it's quite a drizzly day. The boot sale always happens, my local boot sale always happens rain or shine, so it will be on today regardless of the fact that it is rather drizzly. So I'm going to go down there later on and see if I can pick up some bargains. Maybe I'll find some last minute Christmas gifts. I'm also going to pop to Lidl this morning. I've hired the zip car for an hour so I can go and do a big food shop. So I've got that between 10 and 11. And then, yeah, after that, we'll head down the booty. Hopefully the rain will have stopped by then and see if we can find some last minute Christmas gifts. And talking of which, I have one for you today that I think would be really good for any of you who are stuck for a gift idea. And it is the Caseco Magic Stand 360 case. Oh, hello. We have it in two very nice festive colours here. Christmas red, which has the see-through section so you can see through to your phone's colour. And then we also have the Santa red. This is a brilliant one because whoever you give it to, they will be constantly reminded of you. Just imagine how often we pick up our phone. And also for anybody who's maybe had a phone bought for them for Christmas, you know, they're such an investment, aren't they, that it's really important that we protect them properly. And being somebody who creates content full time, I have done so much research into phone cases, and this one is utterly brilliant, so much so that it's currently the bestseller on Amazon. You can see here that it is in fact patented, and it's the 360 technology that makes this phone case so versatile, whether it's to, you know, record myself or to prop it onto its side. It's so good for travels, for taking with you if you want to download some things to watch. You can perfectly position it for that. Maybe you're doing some cooking in the kitchen and you want to pop a recipe on there to follow. You can easily prop it up. At this time of year we have lots of gatherings and sometimes we want to take a big group photo. It's perfect for that because you can prop your phone up, but you can prop it up so that it stands completely upright, as you can see, without it falling over. And this is also magnetic, so you can pop it onto your fridge, onto any magnetic surface. And I think that this is really handy as well for when I'm out and about. You can pop your fingers through here. This is definitely one that I have done in the past when I've been on the cruise ships, because we don't want our phones going overboard if we're getting that sunset photo. And I really love the red options with the Merry stand. I think it feels so festive, as you can see with the decorations behind me. I think it's just a really lovely, bright pop of colour. Rather than it being a kind of novelty Christmas phone case, I think it's one that you could then continue using into the new year. It does come in loads of different colour options as well. Caseco have also created some matching wallpaper sets, so you can completely customise your phone to match your Merry Red case. Caseco have actually got it currently on sale on Amazon, so do be quick. I will leave the link for these in the description box, and yeah, it comes highly recommended from me, and it is something that is so complimented. Whenever I have one of these cases out, I get asked where I got it from because of its versatility. It's fantastic. Right, let's go and pick up the car and we will head to Lidl for our food shop. I have just arrived at Lidl and it's taken me 20 minutes because I had to fill up this car with petrol because the person before had not topped it up correctly. So it was rather low and you get charged £35 if it's like under a quarter full when you return it. So I now have 20 minutes to get around Lidl realistically if I'm going to return this on time. So let's go. Hopefully it's quiet. Oh, that's good. They've got champagne for £9.99. Amazing. These little trees are quite sweet. Right, focus. They've got some good milk alternatives in store. I think these are quite new. and yeah, been enjoying that in my coffee. These cutlery sets are quite nice. These are $11.99 and 16 pieces. And the gold, nice for Christmas time. This is so nice. You've got the 2 trees and the light up wreath for $29.99. Love that. LED tree and advent wreath set. Got these packs of tea lights for $1.99. That's good. Winter pine sounds nice. And these centerpiece candles are $9.99. Very White Company. They have the coated custard creams for $2.49. Bit of an M&S dupe here. These are new in store. They've got the custard creams and the bourbon creams. This is good. These centerpiece candles, you get 2 for £3, and they're $2.99 each. Quick glimpse into my trolley, in case you were wondering. I've got 3 bottles of champagne, some coffee. I've got the instant coffee, some long life milks, some reduced spicy meat feast pizza, some candles, some fruit and veg, cheese and ham, little flatbreads that I like, my bagels, creamy coleslaw, soft cheese. That's what I've got so far. I've got about 5 minutes. I need to run. Oh, they've got Pop-Tart dupes for £1.79. You've got the chocolate or the strawberry flavour. Oh wow, look at all the Christmas stuff. Gosh, this looks fab, doesn't it? I do love these spiced biscuits. We'll grab some of those. And we have a gingerbread train kit. That's fun, £5.99. Oh, I like this musical tin. $6.99 for that. Yikes. Right, I've got to get out of here. I've got no time. Getting the car back in time. Definitely probably need to do 2 hours in future, but it feels a bit wasteful because you pay per hour. So I think, yeah, if I didn't have to fill up the car, it would have been fine to do it within the hour, but this was like I was just scraping it back on the minute, so there was no time to kind of unpack with you or anything like that. But now I'm at the boot sale. I have rushed down here, and what time are we on? It's 11:45, so yeah, a little bit later than usual, but it's a nice chilled atmosphere. It's not too busy today, so I'm just gonna go for a nice little steady browse. Nothing that I really want, but we'll see if there's any nice Christmas bits, or yeah, just see if anything catches my eye. Got some cool artwork here, some interesting prints. There's one of the Wicker Man over there. Gigi. This stall always has some nice bits, called Dantique. Nice vintagey. Lots of nice bits with glaze on them, you know, the lovely glazes.
Are you taking pictures?
Yeah, is it okay? Do you mind? Just for my YouTube channel, yeah.
Oh really? Okay, fine.
Like this old Santa. He's very cool, very vintage. Nice bar cart as well. Lots of Fortnum's hampers. It's starting to rain, so everything's getting drizzled on. Ooh, lights for fun, white fairy lights. And guess who didn't bring an umbrella today? Gosh, I haven't even got a coat on. It's really mild. Maybe that's why it's raining. But maybe I can buy an umbrella. That's what I've got my eyes peeled for now. An umbrella or a poncho.
26.
Oh wow. This is a Barry Manilow fan club Christmas tree ornament from 1996. Do you put a photo in that, do you think? Yeah. Helen's come to my rescue. Thank you. Loving that. Stay nice and dry now while I'm browsing.
Well, I think he's off again in the
I hope it's only a little shower, hopefully, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or you've got some nice baubles. They're very pretty.
But I did bring that Doctor Strange one in the back, John, for it to get out as well, because it's got lights up as well. It's very fun.
Oh, look at that Santa.
No, it seems to be stopping now.
They're pretty. Do they go on top of a candle jar?
On the jar candles.
Yeah, nice. Well, it is absolutely chucking it down now. The boot sale's a bit of a washout today. Big thank you to Helen for the umbrella. Gonna go and see if the cafe's not too busy. And go and see if I can get myself a nice bacon sandwich. But I've got a feeling it's gonna be rammed in there at this time because it gets really busy in the afternoon, especially on a rainy day like today. As predicted, the cafe was absolutely rammed, so I've come home and made myself a little bagel. I'm just making myself a coffee. I'm going to make myself one of these instant ones. This is the Americano, and it's kind of like fine instant coffee. You know, it's not like the granules, it's kind of ground coffee but instant, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does. I thought I would show you some of the bits that I bought in Lidl, just a few of the kind of slightly more interesting things, and we'll open this together because this is always, oh, I was going to say it's quite satisfying and then it's split. So it wasn't satisfying at all. That did not open how I was hoping it would. But there we are. So yeah, I'm going to make myself a nice little coffee, show you the bits that I got in Lidl that I think are the more exciting, and then we will go through to the living room and I'll show you the bits that I bought at the boot sale today. I got a few things. It was quite tricky towards the end because so many of the stalls just had their like plastic covers covering everything because it had got so rainy, and yeah, when it's like that it just gets a little bit miserable. Spirits were still high, but I think people just get a bit fed up when they're getting drizzled on. So yeah, worth going still, definitely worth going, and I'll show you the bits that I bought. I got some of this oat milk. This is the oat creamy plant-based milk, and it's like in the long life containers, so you don't need to store it in the fridge. And these are £1.25, and if you like a little bit of like oat milk or oat plant-based, whatever you want to call it, in your coffee, it's quite a nice one just to have a little splash. And I like to have it in, especially over winter, so that if I haven't got any milk, I've got my options. And I also buy some of the other one, which I've put away now, but like the long life, just like the regular milk. And just for in coffees, that's like fine too. So I just like to have it in rather than having to faff about. That's very hot. I bought some of these sausage rolls. These were in the freezer section, and I just slung these in the trolley quickly, so I wasn't sure whether I'd spent enough in terms of, there was like £5 off. Oh, at the moment, do you know what I forgot to do today? I'll probably be kicking myself now. At the moment on the Lidl Plus app, they have an advent calendar, and each day, oh there we go, some things have popped up. Oh, I have a free sweet bakery treat. I'm going to add that. That's got 7 days left on it. And if I get that, I usually go for like one of the muffins, which are really nice. And I've got a free fresh vegetable as well to get, and that has 7 days on it as well. And with the vegetables, you can get the massive bags of potatoes, or just go for the most expensive thing that you would normally buy. And that can be a really good little free item there. But then also you have the advent calendar, and I'm gonna open it up and see what is inside today's. But I did do it, and I had a £5 off £40 spend, but I also had a £5 off £25 spend as well, which is very handy. Okay, so today's one is 20% off Silvercrest kitchen and home range. I tell you what, is this a little Smeg dupe that I am seeing here? Let me just add that and see if I can show you on my coupons. Look at that. Oh, and it's also got the cutlery that I showed you today with the discount on it. That's good. But yeah, look at that. Doesn't that remind you of the Smeg kettle? Very nice. I wonder how much that is. It's quite nice for the kitchen here, isn't it? I've got my kettle sorted. I've got my Breville one, but yeah, I love the design of that actually. I would be quite tempted if that was at a good price. It says 1973 where the Smeg font would be. We also have a scratch card. So this app, it's all go on here. So why is it saying open today's advent calendar? We just opened it. Okay, let's do the scratch card together. Peak excitement. It says, woohoo, you've won. It makes you scratch off all of it. You can't just like scratch off enough to see. So if you do this in store, you look like you're having a very busy time on your phone. Okay, there we are. We've got we've got 15% off Bell Bake corn flour. Would I be using corn flour anytime soon? Probably not. Oh, and I've nearly hit my £100. When you hit your £100, you get Towergate biscuits or cookies. So I could have had these for free. And I think these may well be the item that I choose when I do get that voucher. These are £2.49 and they remind me of the ones that M&S do. And I think they are, I think they're £3 something in M&S. Getting on for £4, I could be wrong. These are the chocolate coated custard creams. They also have the chocolate coated bourbons. I know that Home Bargains do one that is very similar as well and a good price too. And then yeah, I got some sausage rolls because I was just wanting to like make sure that I spent enough to get the voucher because it's only food items. So I just ended up slinging these in just to like, you know, like at the last moment, just to make sure I went over the amount. But I like the look of these, and you get 4 and they're just handy to have in the freezer. I have got the receipt here to tell you the prices. I also got some of this Starbucks. This is the white chocolate mocha holiday edition, and this was £2.49. I just spied this by the till. I thought that looked delightful. So I have a nice chilled coffee, bold espresso, creamy milk, hints of white chocolate flavour. That's right up my street. And then the sausage rolls, I feel like they were like just £1 or just thereabouts. They were £1.15, so just handy to have in the freezer when you've been out for a little walk and you want just something warming. There's a little nibble with a coffee. I bought some of this toffee yum yum flavour country cream. They had a few interesting looking flavours, and toffee drinks are quite hard to come by, and you can make some really interesting like cocktails. You can mix this with like regular Baileys and things like that, or maybe like a coffee liqueur. And this was £6.99 with the Lidl Plus card. And then these candles, I picked up just some of the classic Advent ones. These were £2.99, or you get 2 for £3. They had these in red as well. They also had some really nice star-shaped ones, but not star-shaped as in, they were star-shaped but tall. So from looking from above, they were star-shaped. And yeah, Advent being, you burn these in order, don't you? So you start with the tallest one, and then you burn that on the first Sunday, and then it meets the height of this one. 1, then you light 2, then you light 3, and then you light 4 for that last one. And so then they end up evening out. And I just thought these would be really nice for Christmas decorating. I'm seeing Helen soon, and she's got some interesting things to share with you all, so hopefully that will be on the vlog. And I thought these would be good for what she's got potentially in mind as an option. So I picked those up, and is that all the interesting bits? Oh, I got the champagne as well, which I thought was a really good price. And this is just £9.99 at the moment instead of £13.99, so a nice £4 saving on that. So those are my most interesting finds from Lidl. We'll take our coffee through to the living room, and I will show you what I picked up today at the rainy car boot. Hello, Mittens. And here's Mr. Pumpkin enjoying his basket up on the cabinet here. How are you today? You look a bit sleepy. You've been having a little snooze. Can you smell bargains? Right, let's have a little look at what I picked up. You can come and have a look if you want to. And Mittens is making herself comfortable on the rug here, aren't you? You've been a good girl. Aw, little kiss. Okay, let's show you everything that I bought today, starting with some £1 items. The first one, I think this was actually the first thing that I bought as well, was this lovely wreath. It's in a plastic bag. Just fish it out. Yeah, this is it. I just thought this was really charming to pop outside on the roof garden. It's quite a simple one, but then it's got quite a nice bit of detail on it as well. It's got kind of like a mossy base and then a few sparkling berries, and I just thought that was really nice to pop out on the roof garden. I thought that would be lovely out there. And yeah, for just £1, it's quite a nice little cute size. So I thought hanging up, oh, Mittens is now getting involved with the carrier bag. Yeah, I just thought to pop out there. I love the way it's slightly frosted, so it looks like it's had a little bit of snow fallen onto it. And it's got tiny little fir cones on there as well, which is very sweet. I do like little bits of detail like that on a wreath. So yeah, for £1, sorry, not £4. I thought that was fab. And the lady that was selling it to me, well, there was two women, they were sisters, and one of them watches my videos and said hello. So hello if you're watching, and thank you so much for my wreath. I'm absolutely delighted with it. So I'll be popping that outside once this rain stops. And then from another stall, they had a little box that had everything for £1 within it, £1 or less. And I spotted this lovely little container, and I just thought this would be quite nice in the kitchen to pop maybe some smaller utensils in, or I could use it as a little planter. It'd be quite sweet as well, maybe just pop a little plant in there. In fact, where is it? I've got a little poinsettia up there from IKEA, and I'm not particularly keen on the white that it's in, so I think I'll just do that for the time being, for Christmas time, and pop that in there. That looks lovely, doesn't it? So yeah, that was £1. And then I got this, which I thought was rather interesting looking. It's a pair of binoculars, and it's made out of cardboard. It's from Muji. Oh, thank you. Mittens just bought her little toy mouse in. And yeah, I just thought that was really handy if I go to the theatre or the opera and I just want a little pair of binoculars, like a little pair that folds flat. I thought that was genius. And something that I can just pop into my pocket, you know. So I'm hoping to go to the theatre soon. I really want to go and see the, there's Paddington that I really want to go and see. And then I also saw that they've got Paranormal Activity at the theatre as well, like in the West End. So kind of like the movies, so kind of spooky, but a stage theatre show, and that sounds up my street as well. So there's two that I definitely want to go and see. But yeah, I do fancy, like, over the kind of festive season, or maybe even into the new year when it's like January, February time, it's always quite nice to get out to the theatre. So I've got my eye out for some tickets. And so yeah, if I do end up with some seats, either, you know, up in the the upper circle or at the back of the stalls, these could be coming in handy. And then I got some fairy lights, white fairy lights from Lights for Fun, and this looks like quite a nice long length of them, and also the battery just goes in this little thing that can hang up as well, which is quite handy. So just like battery operated, but then loads of lights. So I thought that was quite nice if I do my little tree, or even on like one of these down here, or I could use it to maybe decorate something on the roof garden if I protect this. So yeah, I thought that was really good for £3. It was a no haggle boot sale today with the rain. I did not think it was the right vibe to be haggling with everybody selling in the drizzle today. So I just bought things at the price that I was given. No haggling, including on this, which I think is my favourite item, and this is a little Christmas gift from me to me, and rather pricey one from the boot sale, because this was £60. Although I did have a quick Google actually whilst I was looking at it, and I said to the seller, do you mind if I quickly look this up? Just to kind of, I also Google things like this just to kind of authenticate them as well, because obviously at the boot sale you don't know really what you're buying, and I just wanted to see kind of the design and just see if it's being sold online. I did think it looked, you know, all legit and everything, but it's always worth checking. So I had a quick Google, and I did see that these were being sold around the £200 mark. It's this beautiful little key ring, and it has a Louis Vuitton trunk on it. So, I mean, I would love to have a Louis Vuitton trunk, as I'm sure I've mentioned to you in vlogs before when I've been going to the second-hand stores. But this one has the Louis Vuitton trunk actually painted onto the key ring. And I love leather work where it's had the hand painting on it. Sometimes you'll see in store, we saw in Harrods, they were doing like hand painting onto I didn't know the brand. I thought it was Goyard, but it was a brand that looked similar, but I'd never heard of it before, to be honest with you. And there was somebody there doing some really interesting like hand painting on it. And also with Louis Vuitton, you can sometimes get like personalized, you know, the hand painting and the initials. And I just think it's really cool. And then on this side, you've just got like a little stripe and then the keychain. And I just thought that was lovely. And you know I love my Louis Vuitton, so although that is a rather pricey keychain, it's a little gift from myself, for myself, for Christmas. And also, behind the painted trunk, it has the classic, like the checkerboard design, which I love as well. So that is going into my Louis collection, and probably should go under the tree. Father Christmas has been very kind to me this year, and it also has the dust bag with it as well. And she said that, where did she say she bought it from? It was from the US. She said that she lived there, and at the time well, it was a gift from her daughter, but using her money. So again, a bit of a gift from her to her. But she was parting with it, and yeah, very happy to pass it on. And the last thing that I bought was from Helen, and it is this beautiful, it's like a jar topper, like a candle jar topper. So I've actually got one down here. Oh, if I can reach it. That was a gift from Kate. And so this sits on top of a candle jar. This one's actually the other brand, what do you call it again? The Woodwick WW brand, perfect for indoors or outdoors. And it protects the flame from draft. So as well as being decorative, this does have a function. And you know, if a candle's near a draft and the flame is constantly flickering, that's when you can get like the smoking around the jar. So this sits on top of the candle jar, and yeah, it sort of helps prevent those drafts. This one does smell amazing. The hazelnut coffee, so nice. Yeah, I just thought that was really lovely and festive and Christmassy. And that was £2. And that is everything that I got from the last boot sale of the year. I was going through my cupboard over here in the living room last night. What else do you do late at night on a Saturday? And having a good old clear out. And I sent a picture to Luke of a box that I was already filling up for next time we're selling, which will be in the spring. And he messaged me this morning with a box that is being filled up. So we're already on it for the next one, although that won't be until it's February that it restarts again. But it's quite nice to just pop things to one side. You think, oh, that'll be good to sell down at the boot sale, ready for the next time we do it. So I'm gonna wrap the video up here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the browse around the last boot sale of this year. And even though it was a drizzly one, I did manage to pick up some fabulous bargains. So I'll be popping this out on the roof garden a bit later. The rest of today, I'm going to be catching up with some editing. There's lots of editing going on at the moment, as you can imagine. I'm also about to go up to the loft to film a few more cameos. They have now gone into the holiday sale. So the cameos are my personalised video messages that I'm doing to raise funds for Celia Hammond Animal Trust. If you haven't seen Cameo already, you can go onto the website, or you can go onto it on your phone. There's also an app, and you can scroll through and look for people that you would like a video message from. There is a whole section for YouTube where you can search by name, and then you just select it like that, and then you can see my profile has come up. And then yeah, you can pop in your request, and basically you can say like what the occasion is, what you'd like me to say, any kind of little details. Pop it all in, and then yeah, I'll just get recording the personalised messages, and I've been really enjoying doing it. I've had some that have come in where I am basically like sharing some good news for somebody, especially there's been some really lovely ones where I've been telling people about some really fabulous plans for like Christmas time, or some gifts that they've been given, or telling them about a really lovely day out that someone's prepared for them, and I'm getting to pass on this good news, which I am absolutely loving. It is such a honour to be able to do that and a joy. So yeah, thank you to all of you who booked one. And for any of you who would like to book a message and help me raise funds for Celia Hammond, I have opted in to the Cameo holiday sale as well. So the price to book one is going to drop for a limited time. So it's a great time to book one if you would like to. And yeah, that's it for this video, I think. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do give the video a thumbs up or a hype if you loved it. And there'll be more boot sale videos in the new year, of course. I'll be kicking those back off around February time when it opens up again. But yeah, that's it for this one. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the vlogs. I am uploading a little bit more than usual throughout December. So make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. And have a lovely rest of your day or evening, whatever it is that you're up to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.